If you could travel back 3 million years, with only 24 hours to spend, where would you choose to go? Perhaps you would stand in an ancient forest, watching a Tyrannosaurus Rex step out from the woods. Perhaps you would stand beside a volcano, witnessing the early street life on Earth's struggle to survive. But if it were my choice, I would not head for the land. I would dive into the ocean. Beneath the waves lurks a far greater hunter than the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Imagine this. You float on the sea 3 million years ago. Sunlight filters through the clear seawater. Huge whale pods migrate in the distance. Seabirds glide across the sky. Everything seems peaceful, even breathtakingly beautiful, until suddenly, all schools of fish change direction at once. Strange ripples spread across the sea surface. The whales in the distance let out warning cries. They are not searching for food. They are running for their lives. Beneath your feet, a massive shadow is slowly drawing near. It stretches over 15 meters in length, larger than the biggest shark alive today. It glides through the ocean silently, giving its prey almost no time to detect its presence. It has no need to chase. It only needs to wait. This is the Megalodon. Yet what you do not know is that the giant beast you witness today is not in its prime. This is the final chapter of its long reign. It has no idea that its era is coming to an end. It has no idea that no trace of it will remain in the oceans of the future. It will never know that millions of years later, humans can only picture its existence. From its enormous fossil teeth today, you will follow a Megalodon through a single day of its life. It is 18 years old, the prime of life for a Megalodon. It is not yet old or weakened. It retains its full terrifying strength. It boasts a 15-meter body, a massive tail, fin, powerful muscles, and a jaw capable of devouring gigantic prey. Each of its teeth stretches more than 10 centimeters, longer than an adult human's palm. Its bite force can easily tear through the thick skin of whales. No creature in this ancient ocean dares to challenge it. Yet the Megalodon is no mindless killing monster. True apex predators never waste energy. Most of its days are spent searching, waiting, observing. For a creature weighing dozens of tons, a failed attack means a massive waste of energy. On this day it is hunting. Several kilometers away, a pod of ancient whales drifts slowly through the water. Among them swims a special female whale, heavily pregnant and nearing the end of her gestation. She has no idea she is swimming straight into mortal danger. These waters once belonged to her kind, abundant in food, blessed with warm currents, a seemingly safe haven. But the ocean is never truly safe. Deep beneath the surface, the Megalodon has already spotted her. It does not strike immediately. It knows well, the largest prey is easiest to catch, not at its fastest but at its most vulnerable. It begins to follow at a distance, biding its time for the perfect opening. The whale pod swims onward, completely unaware of the lurking threat. From their perspective, the ocean remains calm and peaceful. But for the Megalodon, this is a game of precise calculation. Distance, speed, direction. Every detail determines the success of the hunt. It slowly dives deeper, vanishing into the dark blue depths. Then it bursts forward with explosive speed. The seawater trembles around it. Its massive body surges out of the darkness, accelerating every second. The prey finally senses the danger. The entire whale pod flees in panic. The sea surface erupts into chaos. But this is exactly what the Megalodon has been waiting for. It avoids the whale's thick, sturdy body and strikes straight for its tail. It knows that once the prey loses its sense of direction and balance, victory is only a matter of time. The gap closes rapidly. 10 meters, 5 meters, 3 meters in the next second. The entire ocean seems to tear apart. Yet the Megalodon does not know that this peak of glory is also the twilight of its reign. For millions of years, it has stood unrivaled at the top of the ocean food chain. No marine creature ever dared to challenge it. It has watched countless species come and go, countless rivals rise and fade away. It once believed that as long as it remained powerful enough, its throne in the ocean would forever belong to it. But nature holds a cruel rule. No living creature can rule this world forever. The true force that defeated the Megalodon was never a larger shark, nor a predator with sharper teeth. It was the ever-changing Earth. Slowly but surely the oceans grew colder. The warm seas that once spanned vast areas began to shrink. Habitats suited for giant marine life gradually disappeared. For ordinary sea creatures, This was merely an environmental shift. They could migrate, seek new territories, and adapt their survival patterns. But for the Megalodon, everything was different. Its immense size came at a cost. It required massive amounts of energy, huge prey to sustain itself, and a stable ecological environment to thrive. Its gigantic body once made it the undisputed ruler of the seas, but eventually became its fatal weakness. Once a single giant whale meant a hearty meal, a successful hunt, another day of dominance over the ocean. But as time passed, giant whale populations declined sharply, their migration ranges shifted, and the hunting grounds once ruled by Megalodon fell silent one by one. The shark remained powerful, still armed with massive teeth, still capable of killing most marine life, yet the world no longer had enough prey to sustain it. Worse still, new competitors emerged. Smarter, more agile predators began to populate the oceans. They lacked the Megalodon's colossal size and terrifying bite force, but they possessed a crucial advantage. They adapted for better to the changing planet. Millions of years have passed. The ocean still exists. Waves still crash against the shores. Sunlight still pierces the blue seawater. Fish still swim among the corals, and whale pods still traverse the vast ocean. On the surface, nothing seems to have changed, but if you dive deep, beneath the seabed rocks and sediment, lies a lost world. It preserves the traces left by the Megalodon. Enormous fossil teeth stand as eternal proof of its existence. They tell every future generation of life. Once there lived a creature, powerful enough to rule the entire ocean. It once chased whale pods, sailed through warm ocean currents, and stood supreme atop the food chain. It was no legend, no movie monster. It was simply a living, breathing creature of Earth. It was born, grew, hunted, bred, and finally vanished. Just like all life that has ever existed. In Earth's 45 billion year history, no ruler reigns forever. Dinosaurs once ruled the land. Megalodon once ruled the sea. Today humanity stands in our own era. We build cities, explore the universe, record the past, and strive to understand these long-lost lives. Yet sometimes we should pause and reflect. Long before humanity's arrival, countless eras had risen and fallen on this planet. Giant reptiles once soared through the skies. Colossal beasts once roamed the ocean depths, and innumerable lives lived out their days without a single human witness. They never knew we would come to exist, nor can we know if new life will one day replace humanity. For the Earth never belongs to any single species. It did not belong to the dinosaurs, not to the Megalodon, and not solely to humans. All living things are merely passing travelers in the river of time. These lost lives have never truly disappeared. They live on in fossils and rock strata, in every forest, every ocean, in the genes of every living creature today. Their existence shaped the world we now inhabit. Perhaps one day in the future, another form of life will walk this earth, discover the traces humanity leaves behind, and ask the same questions we ask today. What creatures once lived here? What were they like? Why did they disappear? Just as we now search for traces of Megalodon and dinosaurs, search for traces of worlds long gone. This is the story written by time. Long before us, this planet belonged to countless living species. They lived here, they ruled here, they faded away. Yet the stories they left behind remain hidden deep within the earth, waiting to be discovered. This is before us, taking you back to the age before humanity, to explore the worlds that have vanished, yet never truly been forgotten.